Hello, Terra Novo Lyceum and hello, world. I'm your host, Alva, and we are going to be drawing cards from the Earth Magic Oracle deck by Stephen Farmer. Okay, so we've worked with this one several times before, had a lot of good readings from it. Okay, and this particular reading is for Monday, August 29th, Tuesday, the 30th, and Wednesday, the 31st. So last week here in August. Wow. Where does the time go, right? So before we get started, let's take a nice deep cleansing breath in. Let it go and let it flow. I'll show you the back of these cards again. Kind of this tree of life. There's a reflection there, but it almost looks like you could flip that over and it's another tree. So I get kind of like a Yggdrasil vibe from this. Let's see what the universe has to say to us this week. Some stuff to it. Alright. Well. Alright, so our first card is Winter Solstice. And I very specifically picked this deck because Earth Magic, and we just have moved into the sign of Virgo, an Earth sign. But this right here doesn't necessarily mean that we have to wait until winter solstice to do this. It's just that time of year is particularly suited for reflection. So what I'm getting is that we need to take some time to be still. We need to take some time to be with ourselves. I'm getting journaling, particularly journaling, maybe stream of consciousness writing, maybe automatic writing. But reflect on this past year. I know again it's a little early to do that, but go ahead and kind of look back and assess, see where you are now, and kind of have an idea of where you want to go. And it may become important over the winter to get really clear on your intentions for the upcoming year. Well, usually it does, right? We have all those quiet evenings with our hot cocoa or our tea, and kind of thinking about what's happened and kind of what's coming up for the new year. Maybe go ahead and get a little head start on that now. See where you've been, see where you are now, and kind of see where you want to be. Because here's our second card, Waterfall, and it's effortless. And I think what this means is that we've kind of come up to the edge of our comfort zones. We've come up to the edge of, it's been challenging. I mean, I'm just speaking for myself, but it's been challenging here for me. I'm assuming that it's been challenging for a lot of folks, at least the folks I know. But we're kind of coming up to that. We've come up to the edge of our comfort zones. We've come up to the edge of our healing. We've come up to the edge of what we're comfortable with, what we're willing to look at. And the waterfall, this is saying, keep going. And not in a push sort of way or in a forcing yourself sort of way. It's more of a surrender. It's more of an allow. It's more of a flow. It's like if you've done all you can, now it's time to kind of go limp and let the universe do the rest. Okay? Let that the natural energy of a waterfall, I mean, there's no effort there. It flows. And that maybe you're flowing until you find your level. And I think part of our reflection here, okay, is to see to kind of get an idea of the landscape, to see where we're at. Where do you need to let go? Where do you need to surrender? Where do you need to allow? And don't try to make it effortless, because then that creates strain in and of itself. Just Where do you need to just sort of let it go? Let it go and let it flow, right? Let go, let it flow. That's our message. Because what we're ultimately coming up to, okay, this is lightning. Power is our own power, our life force, the choices that we're making, who we are being in this world, how our choices affect our health and how they affect other people and how they impact our communities and what what are we doing to the earth and what are we doing to each other? What are we doing to ourselves? So our life force ultimately is neutral. I don't like to get into the whole good versus evil thing, or even be too dualistic about it. Right? Like that's a little much. But I don't think it's so far fetched to ask yourself, what choices am I making that are healthy? What choices am I making that are unhealthy? And when you think about health, you think about your soul, you think about your body, you think about how that choice will affect people who might be dependent on you, for example, your children, um, how it affects the people around you, your family, your coworkers, your friends. What's the impact of your choices on the earth? Okay, what are the impact of your choices in your community? Okay, is it healthy? Is it unhealthy? And I feel like that's a little less charged question to ask ourselves. But, we're reflecting, we're getting clear, we're taking time, right? And we're taking time because we're getting ready to shift. There's a change coming. We need to allow this. And we need not to fight, right? Because a lot of this is coming up owning our power, recognizing that we have power to begin with, and then making the choice about what we're going to do with that. Okay, and again, the old chestnut, with great power comes great responsibility. Okay, and that's what we're being asked to do is get real clear, ask for the help that we need, and then own this in a healthy way. All right. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please put them in the comments below. Kim's Authentic Characters class is getting ready to kick off this week. In fact, the last day to register is Wednesday, so please sign up. Kim was an excellent teacher. I've actually written more in the past couple of years under her guidance than what I have in probably the past 10. And I'm putting stuff out to publish, which is something that I thought was going to be far, far away, and now it's here, and I'm doing it. And I would like to thank Kim. Thank you, Kim, for encouraging and aiding and abetting all of that for me. So she's a great teacher. You don't want to miss out. So make sure to sign up. If you have any questions, again, put them below. We'll be happy to help you out and answer any of those. So hope everyone is having a fantastic week. I'll talk to y'all again soon. Bye for now.